I am a mobiler, and what that essentially means is that I go out and ensure that buildings and government buildings and people's personal homes are looked after and sought off so that they have peace of mind when they go away for their winter holidays, to ensure that their houses are looked after and haven't been vandalized or broken into. And again, the government buildings, to ensure that they're properly secured in the evenings and properly opened during the daytime working hours. I had an uncle that, while I was growing up, I always admired. There was a photograph of him while he was serving in the services, and I always thought, well, I'd love to be like that. I want to pay my respects to the services. And my father, of course, he was in the Navy, so I had sort of a military background to begin with. I'm not a sea lover, so I decided to keep my feet dry and stay on land. I left the service in 2012, tried to pursue a career in occupational health and safety, to no avail. So then I tried to become a security guard. Through that, making that transition, it led me down to the Commissionaires for some of the paperwork to get signed over. And as I went down there, a friend of mine worked behind the desk, and he said, "You ever think about the Commissionaires?" I said, "I never gave it any thought." He goes, "Stay there." And he handed me the application, and here I am today. Oh, loved it. He and I have a lot of longevity. I mean, we grew up together. So he was 11, I was 9, so we have a long history together. He's Navy, I'm Army. We heckle each other all the time, but the love's there. To make the transition from the military to here, it's very easy, because as you well know, in the military, I mean, you can be called upon at any given time. So the shift work has no impact on me. I find the transition very easy to make. It's a good stepping stone from going from what you already know into something that is very familiar, because a lot of people that retire, I'm not saying everybody, but the majority of the people that retire don't know what to do with themselves. So they sort of feel lost when they leave their element. So to make that transition into something that's still familiar, specifically for me, being in the Army, keeping people safe, watching out, I would say it's more towards what they're already accustomed to. So Commissionaires is definitely a good transition. And the camaraderie that's in the Commissionaires, for the most part, is very similar to what it is in the forces. So yeah, I think people would be very comfortable making that transition.